Hello and welcome to our Teaching for Success Inclusive podcast series. I'm your host, Rosa Kemerembe. What if I told you that a mechanic diagnosing an engine problem is learning diagnostic skills that will make them a better business owner than any MBA graduate? What if I told you that a farmer planning their planting season is learning supply chain management and financial forecasting that could one day make them a major agricultural exporter? What if I told you that a plumber fixing pipes or an electrician wiring a building could end up owning a construction or utilities company worth billions? Today, we're saying something uncomfortable but liberating. Your degree is not a golden ticket to getting a job. And that's okay. Because here's the hard truth. Every job is a classroom in itself. Whether you're fixing a gearbox, tilling the soil, laying electrical conduits, or joining pipes, you are learning. You are growing. You are building skills that no lecture hall can teach you. The problem is, we have been conditioned to despise low beginnings. We have been taught that if you don't have an office job, you haven't made it. And that is a big lie. Today we are talking about the bridges that connect any job to a decent wage. This is Teaching for Success, where we educate young people before life teaches them the hard way. So here's the disconnect. What really is a job? Let's start off with some definitions. For many young Ugandans, a job is defined by prestige, a title that sounds so important at their jobs, an office, a salary that buys the latest iPhone, but that definition is bankrupt. In reality, a job is simply an exchange of value. You solve a problem, you get paid. While a career is an accumulation of skills over time. A business is identifying a gap in the market and filling that gap. But here's where we get it wrong. We are teaching our children that the degree is the destination. We say study hard, get a degree, and a job will automatically land in your lap. Stop the tape. Those days are over. Over 70% of young people in Uganda are underemployed. Yet we still look down upon the mechanic fixing a car, the electrician ensuring our homes have power, or the plumber ensuring we have clean water and sanitation. Why? Because we've attached shame to hands-on work. But if your child can't communicate, manage time, plan a budget, or solve a conflict, what good is their degree? Every role teaches transferable skills, whatever job that you have. Interpersonal skills, time management, resilience, these are the building blocks of true success. Every job is a classroom. The question is, are you paying attention? Here's a word to graduates. Don't be picky. Now, I want to speak to you graduates directly who are listening to this podcast. Graduates, instead of waiting at home for that big office job to fall into your lap, be ready and willing to do any job. Don't be picky, as I've just said, as long as you know that this is not going to be your end goal or your final destination. It is just a stepping stone to where you want to go. Too many of you are sitting at home with your certificates waiting for the perfect job. Meanwhile, your skills are getting rusty, your confidence is dropping, and your parents are getting frustrated. But here it is, the truth, that job you think is beneath you, that is the very bridge you need to cross to get to where you need to go and you want to go. Let me tell you why. When you start at the bottom, you gain something no degree can give you. Understanding and work experience. You will clearly understand how your future business works, right down to the bottom rung worker, all the way to the managerial positions. You will know the struggles of the entry-level employee. You will know the cost of materials. You will know the effort it takes to serve a customer. You will know the systems that keep a business running. And because you have walked that path, you will know how to do it better. You will be a better manager, a better business owner, and a better leader. At my workplace, we have a custodian. He cleans and he makes sure that things in the school that need repairing are repaired. He is treated with the same respect as any staff member. Why? Because without him, the school would shut down. He takes pride in his job as a school custodian. But society says, mock the tradesperson, disrespect the overalls. Meanwhile, that mechanic, that custodian is saving to buy land, networking, and learning how an institution runs. He is building grit. And let me be clear, women can do the same jobs too. A woman can be just as skilled with a wrench, a hoe, a pipe, or a wiring diagram. We must encourage our daughters to see these as viable, respectable, and lucrative career paths. Don't despise small beginnings. That electrician could be your future boss. That plumber could own a contracting company, employing hundreds. Parents, this is also for you. Don't let your graduate child sit at home. Send them out to work anywhere, on a farm, in a garage, on a construction site. Let them see that what 100,000 shillings looks like when you sweat for it. Teach them that money doesn't grow on trees. You are not a doormat, and you are a parent raising an adult, not a dependent. Teach them responsibility. So let's look at trades as stepping stones. Trades are the journey to success. It is something we have deeply underestimated. Mechanics, farmers, plumbers, electricians, these are not dead-end jobs. These are not jobs for school dropouts. That kind of thinking is outdated. The journey to becoming a successful business owner in any trade is a path of stepping stones, one step at a time. If you are ready and willing to push through learning these steps, you will be successful. Let me walk you through this journey. For example, the first stage is the apprentice. You start as a helper, you carry the tools, you fetch the water, you watch, you learn. The pay is low, maybe, just enough to cover your transport and your lunch, but you are in the room. You are seeing how things are done. You are building relationships with the master craftsmen and the clients. The second stage is a skilled worker. Now you're no longer an apprentice. You can fix an engine, harvest a crop, wire a house, or fix a leak. You have experience now. Your pay increases. People start calling you directly. You are no longer just a helper or an apprentice. You are a tradesperson. The third stage is a supervisor. You have been doing this for a few years now. You now manage a team of apprentices and workers. You estimate costs, you negotiate with clients, and you are trusted with bigger projects. Your income is now comparable to or even higher than many office workers. The fourth stage is a business owner. You register your own company, you hire your own apprentices, you bid for contracts, you own the tools, the track, the reputation. You are not just a plumber anymore, you are a contractor. You are employing others, you are paying taxes, you are successful. Oh yes, there's another stage to this. The fifth stage is the investor. Now you have money, you buy land, you build rental properties, you invest in other businesses. You have created generational wealth. Not because you had a degree, but because you had grit and patience. Patience is what you need. Patience is virtue. It takes time. And here is the beauty of it. When you have pushed through all these learning steps, you become a better business owner. Why? Because you understand every single step of your business. You know what it feels like to carry heavy materials. You know the cost of supplies. You know how to treat your workers because you are once in their shoes. You know the shortcuts and the dangers. You know the value of hard work. The knowledge is priceless. No business school can teach you that. Only the classroom of real work can. Now, Rome wasn't built in one day. The mechanic who owns a fleet of vehicles didn't start there. He started with a wrench and with a greasy rag. The electrician who now owns the hardware shop started by sweeping the floors. The groundwork is where the real education happens. You learn about materials, costs, human behavior, negotiation, networking, time management, all on the job. And remember, every job is a classroom. The classroom of trades is one of the most valuable there is, and now they're becoming one of the highest earners globally. Let's get specific. Are you a mechanic? You are learning diagnostic problem solving, precision and client communication. And yes, women can excel here too. Are you a farmer? You're learning patience, planning, resource management, and supply chain logistics. Are you a plumber? You are learning system thinking, water management, and customer relations. Are you an electrician? You're learning safety standards, technical design, and teamwork. Write these skills down as you learn on the job. Put them on your CV. Stop looking at the title of a job. Start looking at skill set. That is what you need. Every job is a bridge to something greater. Every job is a classroom. Are you taking notes? The successful people you see didn't get there overnight. You do not see the failures, the late nights, losses, frustrations. You only see the end result. Patience is a virtue, as I've said. If you see someone get rich overnight, I would worry where they got their wealth from. Easy come, easy go. To the young person listening, do not despise small beginnings. Work builds character. Work builds networks. Work builds the you that can handle big salaries later. Degrees are great. I am by no means saying that you should not get a degree, but degrees open doors. Yes, they open doors to jobs, but guess what? They don't keep those doors open. Grit is what keeps doors open for jobs. Resilience and integrity does. Stop waiting for a job to land in your lap. Build something, fix something, serve someone. That is the path to success. Remember, your certificate is a receipt for attendance. Your skills are the real currency. Your degree might get you an interview, but your work ethic and your ability to learn from every job will get you the promotion. Start where you are. Learn from everything. Watch the bridge appear beneath your feet. Okay? Hope you have been taking notes. This has been Teaching for Success Inclusive Education Podcast Series. I'm your host, Rosa Kemirembe. Stay resilient, stay respectful, and keep building.